Tonight's halftime highlights are presented by Kennebec. Here's how that first frame went. Here in Portland, Peyton Gallagher with the former pro, Ricky Lopez Aspen, and it was Portland that was really close to the doorstep a couple times early.
Portland Hearts of Pine was the better side in that first 45 minutes that were creating opportunities and really threatening their attacking goal. They set up their defensive structure really good and made it really difficult for Avialta to create any clear good goal scoring opportunities early on in that first half. Good save in the end for Morris to deny Mariano.
Then on to the 28th. Once it felt like Portland Hearts of Pine were close to breaking through. Manufacturing another good look here by way of Ollie Wright.
Hits his back on the post right. This was from Desdoon to get himself into a nice little pocket of space. No one closes down the window, and notice how quickly he gets a shot off.
We take a look at the halftime stats brought to you by Memic. Anything stand out?
You see the possession for Avialta, 57 of it for Brian Clementine. That's to be expected. They want to be ball dominant. They want to create opportunities for Portland Hearts of Pine. Once you do get into the final third, you need to be ruthless. You need to be a little bit more decisive. It was too many times Takers playing that extra touch, so that allowed Avialta just to get players back. For Bobby Murphy, play of speed and tempo will be the top priority in that second 45 minutes.
Do not expect Avialta to cede an inch. They are who they are, no matter where they are, as they find themselves here in Portland. The fourth consecutive sellout for this club. A piece of history in USL League One, a sign of the growth of the game, but also the work that's been done by everybody in and around this organization. It is a special thing. We cannot say it enough, what's happening in Portland.
Quickly making Fitzpatrick Stadium a fortress for Portland Hearts of Pine. They're just so good in front of their home faithful, and it's a place that teams don't want to come and play. Really difficult to get a result here in front of the thousands in attendance.
And knowing Bobby Murphy, he will have sold his players on the fact that it's another chance to make a memory for these people here in the next 45 minutes.
And how do you get them to continue to come back? You have to produce a little bit of brilliance and some magic and sticking the ball into the back of the net. Big second half here for Portland Hearts of Pine.
Buoyant as ever. See if Portland Hearts of Pine can find what is required again against one of the hottest teams in the USL League One, Avialta. As previously mentioned, Portland have been a much better second half team than first half team this year. Hardly scored in the first half of play all season long. These last couple games, in fact, they've really taken off, scoring plenty of goals in the second half of action. Had only scored 3 in all games preceding that match against Union Omaha, but have 4 in the last 2 games, one of them coming against Avialta. Pair of clubs separated by the greatest vastness of distance of any two in the USL League One. On each other's noses once more. Desdoon. Jerry Desdoon gliding in on the left foot. Both sides unchanged coming out of the break. That surprised you at all?
In terms of the personnel for Bobby Murphy, you do have James that is on the bench. He can come and provide a little bit of an impact. We've seen Walter Varela as well be a little bit more direct. And for Brian Claiborne, Walmer Martinez is a player that jumps off the team sheet, a player that can play, whether it is in the back line, but also be aggressive. So as this game continues in the same type of trajectory, I'd expect good touch.
Unfortunately, the move is ended by the whistle.
Expected in particular, this Portland Hearts of Pine maybe change Jake Keegan coming off, give him maybe about 10 to 15 more minutes and see if he can be a little bit more impactful. But defensively, we've already seen Portland Hearts of Pine drop in Jake Keegan, almost play as a number 10 underneath Washington.
I know, Ricky, you remarked at halftime, sentiments echoed by me as well. The first half really felt like it lacked an identity, a flow out the course of play.
Just no real rhythm. It was almost direct ball after direct ball. Teams starting to stall out once they do get to that final third. But for Brian Clavin, you can be very pleased with that, especially when you're on the road. Doesn't need to be your best football, just need to grind out a result, and you've done that through the first 40. So
in and draw the contact.
Notice it too. Portland Hearts of Pine players in front of the wall, just providing a shield in front of Avila is not allowed.